to another Anime Kingdom First Impressions. As you can see by the title below, this is on episode 1 of Fate Extra Last Encore. And now, some of you may be wondering why this is of course coming out late. Most of you probably are not, because in the last few videos, I'm kind of sounding like a broken record at this point, but I had a bunch of projects and homework I had to finish, and school unfortunately made it that I could not make several of my videos, and I'm pretty behind in a lot of things. But I did of course finally find the time to go ahead and watch this episode, as I really did want to see how Fate Extra was going to be, considering the fact as even though I was not able to fully finish it, and review it, I did finish watching it though, by the way. Fate Apocrypha, I do plan on trying to keep up with Fate Extra. And I'm just going to say my first thoughts for this, Fate Extra and everything. The first thing that came to my mind, and I saw this before, obviously. I saw this before when they showed the trailers and everything. But I really, honestly, just do not like the character designs. I do not like the face designs that we have for this. And, I may just be spoiled from all the, other Fate series I've watched with Ufotable, and their amazing animation, amazing artwork and everything. But I just do not like this. Like, even Fate Apocrypha is not by Ufotable, and I did like the style of it still yet, I don't know, I just don't like the way the facial designs and everything looks. Like, even when we saw the characters, for example, Shinji, I gotta say, if it wasn't for the fact that, when he started talking, I would have had no idea that was Shinji. When he talked, I was like, wait a minute, is that Shinji? And then obviously they say later on, yeah, that is Shinji. But if it wasn't for that fact of his voice, I would have never known. Of course, obviously if he introduced himself, then he would have. And even like Rin, I didn't care for how she looked. Sakura, I mean, it's okay. I guess kind of it's okay with that. And I get it. It's just a different style and everything. And I've watched like, the what's it called, Fate Stay Night, the Ilia version, and that's a different art style as well. But even that one, I'm okay with it. I just don't care for what we have here with Fate Extra, and the kind of tone is different from the Ilia version as well. So I expect it to look a little bit better, and I don't know. I may just be nitpicking, but I honestly, that was the first thing that came to my mind, is that I do not like the facial designs, the character designs of the characters, at least in the first episode. Like, I mean, maybe later on, I don't know, some character will look cooler. Like the Hakuno, sorry, the main character Hakuno, I think he looks okay, honestly. He kind of looks different. The whole facial design of his looks kind of what we've seen before in Fate. But everyone else's, for some reason, is just a lot different. I don't know. It's just weird in my opinion. Now, as we get to the story side of things, because like I said, I don't really care for the facial designs, the character designs, everything. Art and animation is okay, but I don't really care for that either. The story, I gotta say, for our first episode, a lot of times you're not gonna understand things, and I am an anime watcher only. I've never played Fate Extra before, but I was confused as heck. I don't know about you, but I was super confused. I did not really understand what was going on. And even with Fate Apocrypha, I kind of, understood a little bit of how things were, would go and everything, considering the fact that I have watched other, Fate series kind of stuff. This one, I literally have no clue what was going on. I'm guessing this is like at first it looked like a digital kind of world, like it's not a real world, they're on the moon or something like that. It's like a program, and I'm guessing this thing happens over and over again as well. I do know that the game, you get to be a boy or a girl, and at the very first scene, that is like the Hakuno version of a girl, and I'm guessing it ended up failing. I'm not too sure how that works and everything. I do know at the very end, Kotsumine said that it's been happening over and over again until finally now something has changed, and that of course is the main character Hakuno I don't know, awakening. By the way, I gotta say before, some of you who may have watched Fate Stay Night before, that is not the saber you're thinking of. That is not King Arthur. That is actually the Roman Emperor Nero. So yeah, she looks kind of the same, but it's not. That is not her. So anyone who may be thinking that, yeah, that's not her. But overall, the action was pretty cool from what we've seen. The very beginning was cool. And then, of course, the very end part with her going up against the stone archer. That's another thing. I guess we get to see Archer in there. I'm not too sure if there's going to be any more of him. And the way this goes, I'm guessing, is now after this whole thing just went down, where it starts off as a normal school, and then all of a sudden, boom, everyone it's like, dang, killing each other kind of thing, like a battle royale kind of thing. And I gotta say, they try to make it look like Shinji was nice at first. I don't know if it's different in this game, because so far every single version of Shinji I have seen is a complete ass. And I was not surprised when he ended up literally stabbing him. I was gonna say in the back. He stabbed him in the back after. He stabbed him straight up in the front first. But when he was like having him, what's it called, Hakuno follow him, I was like, he's gonna kill you. He is so gonna kill you. And yeah, that's what he ends up doing. And I'm guessing after this part, this is where we're gonna get to the normal kind of thing, where it's a mage with the servant, and obviously Shinji's gonna be in there as well. And this is the part where I'm super excited for, because we get to see more different servants. That's one of the things I'm always interested in, have fun, seeing when we do have another Fate series, is that we don't have the same, heroes. We have, sometimes there's one, person that we've seen before and they throw it in, but a lot of times there's all these different ones, these different servants. And I honestly cannot wait to see which ones we end up getting in this. As I've said before, I've never watched Fate Extra before. But yeah, the story, of course, so far is a huge information dump for one thing in the first episode, but that's okay, because a lot of times that is how it is. It's very, introducing us to the world and the characters and everything, and they kind of did a good job at introducing us some of the characters and kind of giving us a little bit of what's going on. Like I said, I still do not really understand what's happening, but I'm sure that in these next couple episodes we will start to understand a lot more, hopefully. If not, then honestly, I don't know what to say about that. But overall, I would definitely say it's average so far. Like I said, you can't judge a book by the first episode, or judge anime for the first episode. So I'm going to let it go on for a couple more episodes and we'll see. But with the other Fate series, I have loved them. Fate Apocrypha was awesome as well from this. I mean, it wasn't like the most amazing thing from the first episode, but it was better than this, I think, so far. I'm not saying, Fate Extra is garbage or anything, but from the first episode, with how confusing it was, it definitely did not, like, at least pull me in as much as the other Fate series has. But yeah, it's all I really gotta say. The soundtrack was pretty good. The ending, which is gonna be the opening song, I'm pretty sure, was pretty awesome as well. The big thing, like I said, is that this is definitely much more a prologue, so hopefully the next episodes will be a lot better. But overall, at the moment, I don't really care too much for our main character. I don't care for the character designs and everything. But I am interested in seeing the rest of the story, and I am interested in seeing the rest of the characters. So maybe the characters we'll get a better upped version of what's going on, because yeah, I don't really care for our main character so far, so hopefully he does get better. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom first impressions. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about this episode? What are your expectations for this series? Do you feel the same as I did, that I did, you didn't care for these things, or do you feel completely different? Whatever you guys want to say, feel free to comment below. It's always awesome to hear your guys' thoughts. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.